Man, oh man, guys, this is going to be a great video. I say that like I know it's going to turn into a great video. No matter the outcome of this video, it's a great video. I'm super excited, and we'll talk more about that at the end of this video of why I'm so excited. But first things first, guys, we're going to load down the tow roller. We ain't sent her out in the line of duty in a minute. Got a little battery action, maybe a little tire inflator, some jack stands. Don't really know what all we need. I ain't trying to take too much. I say that as I show you a loaded down car. Got some oil, the smaller jack, little gasoline. You know, we gotta have them good quality sweet potato TKO hand cleaning wipes. And then in the back here, we're gonna take some tools, nothing too over the top. As I show you 1,000 wrenches in the back. I grabbed plenty of wrenches, and then we got some sockets and a little, you know, other stuff. If that ain't enough stuff, we'll wing it and dang it until we get it. Couple more items and we'll be ready to hit the road. We're headed to the salvage yard, baby. Guys, if you don't watch my second channel, you ought to check it out. Last week on the second channel, I did a passerby segment out here. We looked at that little Datsun. That's a king cab, 4-wheel drive, rare little unit. And we looked at a few other mini trucks out here because I knew I was gonna buy a mini truck to do a giveaway on. And that's what we're coming mess with today, is what's gonna be our giveaway truck. Like I said, we'll talk more about that at the end of the video, the whole giveaway, whatever. But I am pumped to pull up here and show you guys this thing. Well, I got her paid for, so we own it no matter the outcome here. And let's take a look-see at this thing here. Folks, what we have here is a beautiful example of a first generation S10 long bed Durango edition. You get the horns, baby. She is pretty solid, and what I mean by that is no rot in the lower panels anywhere. Now some of the paint did, you know, flake here or there. You got to have a slight patina to it, or it just ain't Puddin's Fab Shop worthy. Little on the fender, little more on the hood, but this side pretty well is all good. Oh, she's got the little kind of sporty mirror. Oh, she's got one of them anyhow. That's all right, I'm sure we can find another. As if the Durango badge was not classy enough, we had to class it up with the white pinstripes. She's the dual down the side. It looks like it's still got the factory 14s, good condition caps on it. I bet them caps will clean up nice. She does got the beauty ring jobber on her too. Well, we got 205 75 14s. Just some big old tires, huh? One thing that ain't my favorite is the tailgate is missing, so I'm gonna have to source a tailgate and possibly try to color match. That could definitely be a pain in the rear, but we'll do the best we can there. Speaking of color match and flaking paint, I do think this truck will buff back pretty nice. I think down the road we can get her buffed out. We can put some trim restoration on it and get that stuff half glossed up and get it looking good. Now, I did not notice this before, so we may have to address that the best we can. We'll take care of it somehow down the road. She does not have the prettiest back bumper, and I also just noticed we've got one taillight without the chrome job. Over here we got one taillight with the chrome job. I don't think finding taillights for this thing's gonna be too hard. You want to see what's super impressive to me? Let's have a little look-see on the inside. Once you step into this old Peepaw rig, this old time capsule here, yes, she may have a floppity door seal. That's a little sticky, don't touch that. And the headliner may have got sunbaked somehow. That did not get, it's like it was on fire. It got hot enough it caught on fire, okay? But somehow, the rest of the interior, look at that seat. Yeah, she's got a little rip here or there, but look at it. It's beautiful. Look at that steering column, steering wheel. Look at, if you dare, this beautiful dash right here. No cracks in it. Look at all the little inserts, the glove box, the trim ring deluxe around there. Guys, what's that say? 92,327 miles. Could that be original? It could be. I would not be surprised, guys. Inside would definitely hint towards it being pretty low mile. In my very unprofessional opinion, I don't know how to assess that. She got a clean interior, so we're gonna say she's original, all right? We got in here? Nothing special, a napkin or two. We'll take a napkin or two opposed to a mouse nest or something like that, you know? What we got back here? Oh, she's got all the factory stuff ready for a tire change and ready for an upgraded bumping sound system. Love the interior in this thing. Is actually one of the large selling points for me. Where do you get a badge on this? Where's a badge on one of these? I was wanting to see what year it is. I don't even know where to look. Let's pop the hood on this unit. Gotta get our tripod first. Y'all ain't seen the tow roll in a while, but don't worry, she's been on side quest. She has been in action. In fact, right now it smells like straight sewage because I did all my sewer pipe driving that along there, throwing pipe off of it. It looks like a rolling turd. Now it smells like a rolling turd. Oh, curveball. The reason I said curveball was I don't know if the battery I brought has side post or not. So curveball. But this sucker's pretty well all complete, all the way down to falling apart snorkel right there. It is the 2.8 liter V6. And I've heard people talk about those motors and they don't like them. They think they're trash, whatever. I'm here to say I had one in an 84 Blazer that was a great little motor. Never had a problem out of it. And I drove that thing everywhere. All the way up until the point I cut the roof off the thing. Yep, real classy. So like the interior, underneath here is pretty appealing because it really just looks untouched. I guarantee you this baby's a charging machine because look, she's dual belt driven. We're getting no slippage there. Boy, look at the daddy long legs right there. That's a big old one. Y'all see that? See that sucker? And it does look like a mouse had tried to work its way up in here at one point, or maybe crap just blew in, I don't know. But this has to be the most complete whole truck I think we've pulled out of a salvage yard. I think it's pretty good. Kind of some engine information here. I still have not found our any of our information of the truck though. Our inspection expired I think in 2002. Oklahoma don't even have inspections anymore. Our license plate says January, but we ain't got no year there. I can tell you that's like at least a 10-year-old tag. I think we found a real gem here, guys. I think we found a real gem. First things first, we're gonna check the oil on it. Not expecting any big surprises. In fact, that's a good surprise. I'm actually surprised at how nice that oil looks right there. Still smells like oil. Still looks like oil. Still tastes like oil. Definitely what we were hoping to see there. Next, we're going to grab a hold of the motor just to make sure she ain't locked up, which I'm not expecting one bit. Huh, that's a cute little fan. Oh, yeah, she's spinning already. Hopefully she's got compression. I did bring my compression tester, so we'll get to the bottom of that too. Whoop. Now, you guys know me, usually on an old junky one, we'll just start her up off the old oil, whatever. But since I want to give this thing away, I actually brought an oil change for it, which is pretty rare for me. And looking at this nice wet ground that's kind of muddy with some poison oak or ivy, whatever, over there, and some thorns there, or this and that, and I just can't think anywhere else I'd rather change oil at. Perfect oil change spot. Whoop! Oh, holy cow. Y'all gotta watch this thing. That black cat, it is vicious. Did y'all see that thing jump out of there? So I was out here the other day and I walked by a van and it jumped out at me and literally made me jump. It scared me that good. And I'm usually not a jumpy person. And that thing's, it's evil, guys. It will trick you into thinking it's your friend. Like, it kind of curled up to me like that number and like wanted me to pet it. And as soon as I pet it like 3 times, it pieced me up. It was like pop, 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 and hit me again. So he's deceitful. Yeah, I got my eye on you. You ain't sneaky. I'm glad I threw that jack handle now and scared it out of there before I crawled underneath there and got hit again. I did bring me a creeper. We're gonna have to figure out how to work this up into the air. We were just about to lose her there. That's a start. We got her off the ground a little bit, but we got to get it more than that, and we got to get it safer. I've been walking through this place for a minute trying to find something I can put underneath our jack stand for a little safety, and I ain't found nothing yet. If it ain't in the back of the dump truck, by golly, we ain't gonna find it. Found that. One more like that, we'd probably be all right. Gotta be more somewhere. What about a steel wheel underneath that wheel? That's gonna lower it down too much, ain't it? Way too much. Drain plugs on that side. A little more searching, I found a paver. So I got a little bit of weight on the jack, a little bit of weight on that. That way it's kind of sharing the load, both of them. Then up front we got our steel underneath there and our jack stand underneath there. And I think I can wiggle worm in there good enough to drain that. Got no clue where the oil filter is. Just thought about that. That's good. Found this in the trunk. I don't know if those leaves underneath there are poison stuff. I was told to stay away from it as a kid, so I don't know what it is, but I don't want it on me. We'll just take this. We'll take this. We'll take a rag and we'll see if we can't wiggle worm underneath here. Yeah, not too bad to get in here. Too big. 14. Just right. There, and here she comes. I said that so hard I lost my breath for a second. Good note, we didn't see any water or anything besides the oil come out, so that's good. Out having one of these in a blazer form, you would think I would know where the oil filter was, but I do not know if I ever once even changed the oil on mine. She's getting just about drained out here. Get out of here, little tumbleweed. I know that ain't a tumbleweed, but you know what I mean. Hey, look at that quality weld right there. She's been boogered before. Call that good for now. She still had a drip or two, but nothing worth hanging out underneath this thing any longer than we have to. We need to tighten that up. And I did find our oil filter. She's right up there. She's right behind the strut bar that bolts from our transmission, it looks like, up to our motor mount. No, it goes up to the engine block. I see. Torque it like you love it. And what's the chances we're gonna get this oil filter off here? I got little weak hands. My little weak hands never help me. Maybe I get my cheater rag on it, it'll help. Come on, baby. Oh, can't see the backside of it from up here, but I can't really reach down there, and I do not think I brought my channel locks. Shit the bed. We're in bad shape here. All right, I'm giving her some love taps. That's embarrassing right there. I didn't even get that drove all the way through. That's an old school trick. If you can't get it off, you ain't got the actual pliers or channel locks, knock you a screwdriver through there. You can twist on it, and if it ain't overly tight, you can usually get it. I didn't even drive that all the way through and barely touched the screwdriver, and it was loose. So yeah, pull my man card. I can't believe I couldn't get that sucker off by hand. Now they say before you slam it, frame it, but before we fix it, we're gonna wix it. Got our little workbench set up here and have a quick little look. Yep, that looks pretty close to the same anyhow. Looks good to me. Get some fresh oil ready to go into her. Definitely lost half a quart there. That was good. That was good. Now, due to the fact I can't pour worth a damn, and also that goes up there sideways, I'm not going to get this thing plumb full because we'll be wasting more oil than what I just did. Yep. Now, she was only half full and I dumped out 3/8 of it getting it started, so at least she was an 1/8 full in the end, I guess. Oh, all right, good thing about weak hands, you can't loosen it, but you can't over tighten it neither. There's the pro. Oil changed, we're off to a solid start. Coming down, coming down. I think the solid step one is to get some of this old stuff out the way. Like what's left of our snorkel tube. Whoop! Oh, did I just, yep, I definitely did just break that. Perfect. Just trying to disconnect our hoses because, as you can guess, being from the 80s, there's probably going to be about 12,000 of them hooked up to this air breather. Boy, they were framming everything before they were slamming. There's the other piece of a broken piece. Yep, more hoses on the back. Yep. Come on, thumb, you got it. You got it. You don't got it. Nope. There we go. Use a little leverage. Now, so far, you can take a whole S10 apart with a flathead screwdriver. And, of course, one extra on the bottom. And by one extra, of course, I meant two extra. Hey, that didn't break, surprisingly. What in the sideways tube barrel we got going on here, guys? Who made this thing? Trying to look, can't see any numbers or nothing. Oh, did y'all hear me leaning on that? She got some water in her. Now I think about it, I did not bring any water, so it'd be nice if I had some. Boy, it'd be nice if I could just get the cap off. That'd be a start. Don't make me get my flathead. Alright, we're gonna assume there's water in it, because that cap's whipping me and I'm tired of getting embarrassed by it. She's got the sideways carbureting machine. She's got vacuum hoses that are definitely in tip-top shape. Hardly dry rotted at all. And thanks to emissions, we got crap like this and that and that and that just plumb covering this engine. She definitely ain't gonna win no beauty contest. Luckily for us, we got even more emissions in the way of our plug wires here. Oh boy. This is one of them good ones where there's so much crap in the way you can't work on it. There we go. Had to finagle the locking pliers down in there. I do not got tape, but I did bring a marker just in case we decided to write down some compression numbers. But I'm also going to write or number on this where I don't get them mixed up. I'm assuming on this engine it goes 1, 3, 5, and 2, 4, 6. That one came off a little easier. Got a little forest tucked in around this one. When we get her started, we're gonna have to make sure we don't start a brush fire. There we go. The last one on this side. They look like little babies down in there. I'm not liking how that's feeling. Making me a little nervous. Try a little longer extension. Oh, it is turning, guys, but it does not feel the best. Maybe it's just been 10 or 20 years since it's been out. Yeah, she got to feeling better as we were going. I think it's just been a while since she's been out. Good, now she's underneath the truck. Perfect. Yeah, probably a little water rusted on it down there. Had her sealed up decent. That plug was rusty. Threads and everything look good, so that makes me feel better. Wonder what the gap is right there. She's gapped to about 44 thousandths. Timing spark plug gap. I think that says 40 thousandths. I ain't good at reading, and that's hard to read. Just looked it up on my cellular device, and a 82 S10 with a 2.8 said 40 thousandths. The 83 said 45 thousandths. This was at 44. We're going to call it good. That sucker actually wasn't torqued all the way. I don't feel like I broke torque. We are definitely going to put some looby-dooby on these threads before we go back together. Here comes our second one. Yeah, threads are dirtier on that one. Definitely a different style of a spark plug. This is the R43TS. But the reason I noticed that was the electrode sticks out on that one. But look at this first one we pulled out. It is, it's actually flush. The porcelain's down lower in there. Meh, don't worry about that. Little details, you know. She's gapped at 46. I tighten her up a hair there, and we'll re-gap her out to about 44 to match her first one. This plug came out the smoothest so far, so it's probably where the oil leaks the most. This baby must have ran hot with them high performance red plug wires, because this one's gapped about 46, 47 as well. So this side completely out. Let's grab the borescope, and we'll peep her down in there and just see what's going on this side, which is hopefully no surprises. And as we go in here, yeah, she had a little rust build up around the threads, didn't she? I glance inside in that cylinder wall, and what I can see of the piston, it looks really clean in there. Number 3, can't see much because it's kind of up, but little build up on top of the piston, but it don't look nothing scary. And number 5, same thing, cylinder walls, top of the piston, super clean. And that right there is what we're hoping to see. She's practically a new engine on this side. No miles at all. And just because she ain't cranked in a while, I'm going to give it a slight spritz. We ain't going to load it up with looby-dooby, but I am going to give her just a spray to help lubricate inside there. Of course, we'll get her spinning and blow all that out anyhow. Alright, I don't know if they could put any more crap in the way right there. Those are lubricated. Let's move on to the other side. This side looks fun too. Oh, knocked the skin off that knuckle. And that one practically fell off. And on that side, I made a joke about it being by the oil leak. But on this side, it is definitely by the oil leak. Yep, that one was not torqued. So far, that's 2 out of 4 that ain't had torque on them. This one was not really torqued neither. She's got a big old gap. Yeah, about 54 thousandths worth. That one had a little torque on it, so 3 out of 6 were like torqued, and 3 of them were just kind of ran down till they touched the block, it pretty much felt like. We may up her compression. She may be a screaming demon now. Oh yeah, that's definitely the oil leak section right there. She's oil leaking, but at least she's gapped right. Number 2, right away we get a piston, a little dirty, but still good looking. Number 4, beautiful walls. Piston's nice and clean, looks perfect. And number 6, oh, same thing. Just good looking engine in there, guys. All the cylinders look great. I know it's kind of hard to see on that thing, but I do my best I can so you can kind of see what's going on in there. It's always kind of fun to look in those things, I think. Get the old looby-dooby, wiggle worm this thing in. Oh, of course I brought the one with the damn broken lid where it falls apart on me. That was smart. Oh. I was about to see looby-dooby learn how to fly. I'm gonna chunk it across the salvage. There we go. A little spray. They're all lubed up. And a lubed engine's a happy engine. Now next up is probably the most important step or part of the day. It's a very crucial part to any day's worth of work. It's lunchtime, guys. If you like yellow stuff too, is that yellow? We're gonna call it yellow for the sake of me advertising my merchandise. Because at puddin'swebshop.com we got slice and dice shirts that feature the yellow logo, the slice and dice on the back, as well as all other good kinds of shirts and merchandise, guys. Stickers, air fresheners, keychains, you name it, we got it. except for the stuff we don't have, okay? So, if you want to get you some of that, puddin'sfabshop.com. We appreciate your support there. These babies are American Heart Associated certified. We're probably to the point we just want to throw a battery in it and see if she cranks. Yeah, 8mm is a little loose, but it'll work. And if it works, is it really loose? Nope, looks like the right size to me. Whatever works is the right size. So luckily, yes, it does have our side post, which is good. That wasn't really thought out. We just kind of got lucky. Snug one, snug two. Now where's the fuel for this sucker come from before we start cranking on it? Is that it right there? It fills our bowl there. So is there a mechanical pump on this sucker or what? There ain't room for nothing on the damn thing. All it is belts and everything else. If I was a 2.8 liter fuel pump, where would I be? Right down here maybe? Trying to look and see with not much success. Oh yeah, that's got to be it right there. So we got a hose on the bottom, got a hose on the top, got a hard line coming out. That one's going down to the frame, so that's our supply. I'm saying that like y'all can see, but I can't even see. I'm just using my hand to kind of navigate and tell what's going on. That hard line comes up, dips under there, goes to there. All right, I do not want to cut that hose, but I want to disconnect that hose. Now it looks like it has a squeezy clamp, one of the little spring-loaded suckers. And all I brought was these and my locking pliers. So good luck to me. Yep, I don't think we're gonna get that. What are our options here? Another successful jacking later. I think we're gonna crawl up underneath here, maybe look at the gas tank side. Got some good saw briars right here to crawl into. Which may have a rusted out muffler and yeah, good old long drive shaft. And absolutely all of this is hard line, so it ain't gonna do us no good getting underneath here because it's gonna go up on top of there. And even all that's hard lines, perfect. With it up here though, I can get to that hose a little easier to try again. Maybe it's our lucky day because I found some needle nose in our bag of goodies. There we go, got that clamp popped. There we go, got her popped off. A little bit in the ornery spot there. And we'll worry about fuel in a little bit. Gonna move our door lock here. Oh, what a sweet sound. How fancy. Well, I do declare. That's why I wanted to find a good junkyard truck, guys. All the little details. Watch this. Who wants to bet? Good thing we didn't bet. How about now? Way to make me look bad. Boy, I just thought surely that dome light would be on too. All right, now that matters. Let's see if she wants to crank over. Uh-oh. Don't tell me we're gonna have Mortsky luck on this thing. We're gonna be pulling a starter with his luck. Oh, that's cranking. Well, she cranks over when she wants to, which is better than not cranking over at all. See our little connector down there? I got that on our starter solenoid because I brought my little cheater switch thing. And this side, well, we got to get it connected here. Yeah, a good rusty connection probably. So we may want to put that on there and kind of give her a little scraper too, you know. Work through the corrosion. Let's see. Oh yeah, we like that. That'll definitely make doing our compression testing and everything easier, because we can just crank on it from underneath here. Now the question is, getting them spark plugs in and out is a pain. Can we work this baby right here, in and out? Oh, she's threading, she's threading. Got her snug. Our throttle here, however, we can figure out to peg that baby wide open throttle. That's what we want to do, and that right there is pretty good. Let's see what she's got on her. That one was good for $1.50. Now, I never did check to see if that is 135246, but we're just gonna keep going with it. How's that? Well, I looked it up and I'm wrong. Of course, I was just guessing, but here's our engine. There's our fan. So this is the front, our passenger side, our driver's side. And it goes 135246. So we just checked number 2. Assuming we'll get you. Snug her in. Number 4, give me some more. Huh, what was that about? Uh-oh. She's trying to come back. The first time it popped off a lot. I was hoping to see 150 across the board. Got something funky going on there. It's all right. We'll pretend that it's perfectly fine, and hopefully the other ones are. And when she starts running, whatever's gonna just free up and it'll be happy. I got faith in her. Come on, number 6, we need compression. That kicks. All right, about $1.55 there. $1.55. We seen 60, 0, 0, 30, 0, 60, 0. Let's go check our other side. Here we go, give me some, number 1. About $1.45. What can it be? Number 3. $1.45 as well. And let's see a jumping jive, number 5. Good old $1.50. So everything's looking pretty good except for number 2 over there. Like how over here I wrote 1, 2, 3 like a damn idiot. Don't mind me. $1.45, $1.50. Threaded it back into number 2, didn't do nothing, and all of a sudden we're up past 90. I ain't too worried about it. I bet she comes back to life on us. 90. And the rest of these being 145 to 155, that's all pretty good, pretty consistent. I'd love for our number 2 to be in there. That's 4. And I was saying, guys, I don't know what number a cylinder is anymore, okay? We've got 5 good ones and 1 down a little bit. I would have loved for the 1 down a little bit to be up there with the other ones, but it is what it is. I ain't naming a cylinder again. She's cranking, she's got compression. Since we got the key, we could just turn the key on, crank out here and check for spark. So let's see if she's sparking. Key on. Just take a plug and a plug wire and we'll ground this sucker out. If she's sparking, we should see it right there. Definitely sparking. Y'all see it? Better be careful, she'll light you up. And we didn't have to do diddly to our ignition system. She's sparking. So let's slap our spark pluggers back in to the cylinders. That way we're actually building compression. We're sparking. And then after that, we should just need some petrol and a little fuel, and she should bust off for us. It'll drip drop on our threads here. Big spray. Yeah, just a dab will do you. Put our plugs back in. We'll start back here with number 11. Oh, there's our coil right there. Snug. And pop the plug wire back on. And did it go? I can't tell. She went that time. With the threads lubricated, that thing went together a lot better than it came apart. Number 11 in, we'll move up here to the middle one, number 8. The suckers are kind of down in there, but not too bad to start. Now, y'all know good and well it ain't a Pot County carburetor without a dirt dauber on it. So I was disappointed in this one at first because it didn't have any, but don't worry, I found it in there. That sucker that long-winded, holy cow. There we go. Get number 8 snug. And snug down number 2 up front. Oh yeah, of course this side we'll install a number 7 at the front. number 1 right in the middle, and number 13 at the very back. Boop, bop, and bip. All them suckers are torqued, plug wires are in. She's ready for a little fuel. Guys, I think we turned that key on and put a little gas down her, and she's gonna be ready to bust off. Guys, I was about to bust that thing off. You know what we should probably do, and we should have done before we even cranked on it for the compression test? I forgot to fill that engine back up with oil. Now, just cranking on it the little bit we did, hopefully we didn't tear nothing up too much, you know. But before we try to fire that thing up, yeah, she'd probably like a little oil in her. Yeah, let's put some liquid gold down in her. We may have been in bad shape running it without any of that. A key part to any successful junkyard revival, guys, is hydration. Be sure you're drinking plenty of water this summer as it warms up. Actually, drink plenty of water year round. It'll keep you from getting backed up, like whatever's backing up with that beeper over there. Water is good for you, but also we needed a bottle for our Get Her Done 91. Oh, yep. Brought us a fresh 5 gallons. Oh, that fits in there too, lucky us. Now, this is not my gas can. Slick accidentally brought me his. Mine's a lot more redneck than this thing. I don't know what to do using one that don't just plumb spill it everywhere. And I don't know what gas is in there, but that crap's damn near green. So you know it's the good stuff. Oh, were y'all even seeing that? Uh-huh. Oh yeah, let's Get Her Done 97. 97, send her to heaven. Poke us a hole in. We can make that work, maybe. Get that key happy. Popped us a slot in there, and that is not, it's spraying everywhere. We need it to be a little more controlled. We're gonna get fuel everywhere. All right, now that's just pouring, and we're still getting it everywhere. Now that's fine, we'll take it. Going live. Going live. Oh, she's gonna try for us, guys. Come on, baby. Give her a little more fuel. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, a little backfire, a little pop. Maybe a little too much fuel. Come on, baby. Work with me. Oh, be careful. Don't accidentally hit that starter button and send her out there again. Here we go. She's a little noisy. Of course, we drained the oil out of it, and we don't know how long it's been since she's been lubed up, so we're hoping as we run it here, she kind of quiets down. Oh, come on, baby. She's quieting it down, which is good. Well, I did what any smart man would do. I just finished running gas through it and giving her a little more throttle there, a little throttle shaft action to hopefully get it up in a little more RPMs. Oh yeah, it definitely quieted down there at the lower RPMs, whatever it was. Oh yeah, she quieted down, guys. That's what she needed. A couple good revs to let her know who's boss, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of nervous to rev on it though, because I just figured it would have had enough to get it there, but hey, you know what? We'll take it. Better than hearing some clacking. I'm wondering if we got a fuel pressure to that carburetor, how it would react. I wonder if we got any fuel at all in our gas tank. Well, I can't quite get it down in there, but what I'm seeing going down in there is not good, pretty, or clean. So we probably don't want to try to operate off that gas tank if we don't have to. I don't know if our fuel pump's any good, but if so, we could just feed off the fuel pump up to here and get it hooked up to some rigged up tank. I do have some 3/8 fuel hose, but the problem is we need to be able to shove this onto another piece. So we need some piece of something we can put between this and that other piece. There's got to be some kind of something around here with some plastic hose of some sort we can make work. Well, that's what we need right there, is that piece of metal, but I ain't got no way to cut that. Holy vacuum booster line, look at that thing. It runs along the firewall, then it goes down and comes all the way down to there. That thing ain't long, it's long. Yeah, found a car that the engine had been pulled out of. One of these vacuum hoses has a T on it, which we don't need a T. So we'll see if we can't make it work. Maybe we can put a bolt in that side and clamp her down. Kind of looking for a bolt here, and I found Bolt City. Yeah, I think she'll fit. It's got all kinds of debris in it. Oh, don't make me get my flight head. That sucker's perfect size. Boy, there's bugs and creatures. I'm talking about everything you could imagine I've picked off of me today. I'll slap a mosquito quick. Got one more clamp here we can scavenge. Just run that sucker down in there. Get her Polk County certified. That is definitely certified. We can shove this on here. Of course, we ain't got no other clamps, so we don't get one. Then we'll go shove the other end on the hose that's down there. Come on, baby. Get on there. There we go. Maybe our little clamp will help. So if our fuel pump's working, we should just be able to drop that down in some gas, and that'll let us see, you know, what other problems we may have here. We can put some gas in this, let it break down some of that oil. Let her help lubricate the top end since she was a little clanky and janky. We're gonna turn this baby into a 2-stroke. So what we could do is break our hard line down here where we know it's loose, fire the sucker up off the bottle. If that pump starts working, we're gonna start shooting gas out right here, and that's how we'll know we're good. Yep, that ain't gonna want to break free. That's been rounded on before. My buddy Locking Pliers got it free though. I got it free with the locking pliers. It'll probably just never get tight again. Well, there we go. There we go, right there. And that took a few seconds to get it up there, get the air pushed out, or you know, whatever. So I'm glad we did that. That way we know now we're starting to get fuel right here. Oh, that tightened up good. Take the guessing out of this. So next, what we would hope is we get it running off the bottle again, and then as fuel actually starts to fill up that carburetor, that the carburetor's functioning enough that we could get it to idle without using our little bottle trick anymore. Yeah, not enough. A few little love taps, sometimes that helps. Oh, idle baby, idle baby. Oh, there it is. I'm trying to look for the adjuster screw. She is idling. Not very happy, but she's idling. Oh boy, here we go. Get her nitrous falling. I thought it was gonna die, but she's a little idling machine. You dang right. We could definitely turn the idle up just a hair, but she's running. She's idling. The motor's quiet, which makes me happy. For a second, I thought we were going to be in bad shape. Had to take a couple deep breaths, and we saw this thing is a good sounding motor now. Just had to get a little oil back to the top. Right there in the back, there's a screw we can adjust on, and I see it moving that. So I'm gonna fire her off good enough just to adjust on that, see if we can idle her up here. Still not idling the greatest. It is idling, but revving up. She sounds super happy. We get a little water in her, and we may try to check for some vacuum leaks, because I would not be surprised if we could locate one or two of them. Well, I sprayed around with this everywhere, and never heard her rev up. Would like to get it to idle a little better. Kind of acting like it has some carburetor problems, maybe like it'd be beneficial to rebuild that carburetor. Who would have thunk it? She's slow to accelerate whenever you gotta like ease into it. Kind of like some carburetor problems. And how rude of me, I forgot to close this door earlier. Since it is running, it will hold to idle. Well enough that bird could be any louder. You better be happy I can't shimmy that tree, because you'd be in bad shape. We can get it off the jack stands and everything, resituate our gas tank, and let's go fill the brake pedal. Shut the front door. That right there is what I'm talking about, guys. One pump and that thing is solid. I think we've got brakes on this rig as is. Oh, got plenty of fluid. Not the best looking stuff. I mean, it looks like espresso, but hey, pumping's pumping, and a brake is a brake. Oh, what? Hey, the horn started working. I went to pop this on, and that horn got pumped up, ready to work. I was gonna say, don't tell me that dome light started working too. We've got brake, we've got horn. Better move your ass, because I'm coming through, and if I ain't stopping, I'm honking. All right. Get our custom fuel hose routed up here. Oh, sits there like she's meant to be. Look at that. Now these suckers are flat, especially that one. I don't think she's gonna take any air for us. But that one's got a little left in her. Hopefully enough that we can set her down here. We'll fire her up again. We're gonna pull her down into drive, into reverse, and see if we get anything out of it. I'll take anything you'll give me, Durango. Sorry, sometimes you just gotta fire from the hip. The sucker right there is the Oklahoma red wall. You get that good red dirt that we're known for. Get up on the sidewall, makes it a red wall. Classic look. Oh, my window rolled down like brand new. There's reverse. Oh. We got a driver. What else could you ask for, guys? I mean, other than the rough idle, all right, which we got to figure out. She seems pretty GUD. She seems pretty good. Pulled out number 4, the one that was giving us trouble, and run compression test on her. And guess who decided to join us in the Buck 50 Club? For today, guys, we did pretty good. Kind of figured out what I wanted to figure out. How much are we going to have to dive into brakes? Is she going to try to move? Do we need to get a carburetor kit coming? Which I did. I don't know that tomorrow we will come out here and try to pull the carburetor here and rebuild it. It's running rough at idle, but it seems like it's running good enough. I'm really thinking about just bringing some rollers and putting some wheels and tires that'll work on it, rigging up a little bit bigger gas tank, seeing if we just can't make it to the house. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. No matter what I gotta do now is pack up and get my butt out of here, because Hank, my oldest daughter, she's graduating tonight. If I'm late to anything, I'll probably be divorced, and Hank will probably not love me forever. So I better get going. Gonna load us up a few things here where we can go back out to the salvage. Graduation went good last night. To any kid graduating, congratulations. I know pushing through high school can be hard. My last year, I pretty much went there just to get in trouble and to try to win the class or the title class clown, which I did win, so high five. But I want to encourage anyone graduating, or just anyone, guys, anyone in general, chase your dreams. If that means going to college, by all means go to college. If it means don't go to college, even though that's all you were told is you need to go to college, don't go to college if you're, you know you can't push yourself through, and you just get yourself in debt. And I'm just talking about myself. I knew that would have been a bad choice for me. Find something you're passionate about and pursue it, and whichever way you got to pursue it, to find yourself some happiness. And keep kicking ass and taking names. Get our old Craigies here, the old Krager Eliminators, and we'll be in good shape. Yeah, these will hold a little more air. Just like them graduating seniors. Be free. That away. That away. You're going the wrong way. This one's gonna do better. No, it ain't neither. I'm gonna land it right on that one. God bless America. Now it's even further than if I would just took it to the damn car in the first place. Back for another round, and I definitely forgot to bring water. I meant to grab some so we could top her off. May have forgot. Hopefully we got better luck getting the cap off today than we had yesterday, because I was not having any luck yesterday. There it went. I wasn't pushing down hard enough. She's actually pretty full. Yes, indeedy. She's pretty full with some green stuff, too. Yeah. A little bit of hooky puck right in there. That's gross looking. Probably because it shot into here yesterday, and then maybe some of it went back. I don't know. Boop. We can hook that back up after we get that cleaned out. I'm gonna go see if I can't borrow a gallon of water. Is that literally all that took? All right, well, I did a whole lot of nothing. Gotta polish her up, make her look nice. Oh, I'm gonna pull that off there. Boy, howdy, the skeeters are out today. These things are everywhere getting me. Oh, the old doghouse. Got a cooking pan in case you want to make some cookies. We got the InSinkErator Badger. What is that, garbage disposal? She's a 1/3 horsepower heavy duty motor. She had this baby set up yesterday to keep me in the shade. We needed that yesterday to get that black cat in, keep him away from us. In fact, speaking of him, I ain't synced him today, and as soon as he hears me, he's gonna be coming over here messing with me again. A few roadies. Yeah, that's what we're gonna use this for. That's how we're gonna sweep all the leaves out this sucker. Now back here, there's something heavy, I can tell. I don't know if it's a white fuel tank or a toolbox. I ain't picked this up and looked yet, but I did catch a glimpse of it yesterday when I was showing y'all the tail lights. Saved it for last because it looks heavy. Weather Guard pack rat, that's what it was. Yeah, I think we've seen this when me and Mortsky did the video. Looks like they had some kind of attachment for some bottles to lay there, maybe. Of course, that ain't ours. Having tools and stuff in it, we'll get it back to the owner here. But we'll probably get this thing where we can drive it, and maybe we'll get it up there by his shop where we can unload it. Little gas. That's a good fuel cell right there. Next, we're gonna run the deluxe hardline kit. Oh, there's enough. Let's say that goes down to there. Clearly, we need to be able to get in the door, so it's got to come up here. All right, mosquitoes. Them things are getting buck nasty on me today. They're gonna give me the damn gingivitis or whatever mosquitoes give. Luckily, this paint's so coated, I don't think we're gonna do any damage to it. In fact, we're gonna step up our tape game here. Once you make it to the front, you want to run it down your windshield where you can keep an eye on things. Oh, she's looking beautiful. And up here at the hood, that's where it's going to get a little tricky because we want to keep it classy looking. So we need to be able to shut this baby all the way. Of course, with these new rubber hard lines we're installing, they may kink if we shut on it too hard. So I think we're going to do the whoop-de-doo underneath the fender and up through the fender well. Maybe we sneak it in at the back there. Of course, this side we just push it down on our nipple. And I think that's gonna seal. I don't think it'll leak. Another zip tied to our brake line. Here we'll keep it from getting down on our steering or suspension. Should be good to go. This complete fuel system is just an absolute thing of beauty, front to back. Be precise, be precise, be precise. Ah, you still not getting none? No! Idling like a champ. It's idling better than it was yesterday, so maybe something's going on with the choke-in or something, because yesterday it wasn't idling very good at all. We're gonna save the gas and we're gonna save the ponies underneath the hood for our trip home. How's that? All right, mechanically wise, she's sounding pretty happy. We do want to slap our breather on. No, it ain't the best, but it's better than nothing going, you know, full open carburetor. Before you slam it, frame it, baby. Yummy. A rat poop soup. Drop her on, plop her on. Oh, we probably don't want that crumpling, going down the road, getting sucked in there. That ain't certified, that's pudding-fied. Y'all seen that show Pimp My Ride? Well, it's about to be Puddin's Pot County Pimpins, because we're about to pimp this sucker out real quick. I get my pry bar, and like when I go to pop a cap off, like the badass music drops and it becomes like this whole scene. Now I may have broke a sweat here. You don't think I broke my noggin and plumb forgot to bring the rebuild in a can, did you? Oh, no. I may forget a lot of stuff, but this stuff I will never forget. Little sheen of this on there and she's already looking 20 times gooder. I'm gonna load her down with her first load here, and I'm gonna try to pull it around over there, see if we can figure out what we need to do with this toolbox. I've got his water, his little paver to give back to him, and I think it'll be about time for us to hit the old dusty trail on out of here. Horn's a little sticky. We've got a good 20 yards, but I mean, so far so good. Drive on out of here, baby. Horn's a little sticky. Say for now we just unhook that sucker. How's that? I feel like we're recording a damn 1980s commercial for Chevrolet. Or is this a GMC? I done forgot. It's a Chevrolet. Just ask that steering wheel that wants to keep on honking. Guys, I'm pumped. We got the toolbox out the back. We are about to hit the open road. I probably should have got some duct tape and fixed our headliner before we start going down the road, letting that flop around. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, other than my knife in my pocket, I did not bring any tools, or I didn't grab any tools. I did grab my jump pack, that sucker right there. I don't know why I grabbed it. We probably won't need it. Quick first impressions, this thing goes down the road pretty good. Stops like a dream. But we are cruising, and not only are we cruising, this is probably the nicest interior vehicle I have as far as the old trucks go. We ain't got no oil light on, ain't got no temperature light on. That battery light is on. Maybe she's charging, maybe she's not. Guys, this is a good truck. And mind you, we have yet to even like tune up anything or rebuild the carburetor. I still think it needs gone through and cleaned up. But so far, I am beyond impressed. I can smell some of the looby-dooby, a little bit of probably the debris on the intake and stuff warming up a little bit, but nothing scary. Woo! She's a highway ripper! There's a downshift. There's a downshift. Pull that hill. Give her a little gas, like floor it pretty quick, and it kind of stumbles for a second, but then it catches up, and then it downshifts, and it gives you the power to blow the doors off minivans. Well, we made it back to town here. I think we picked a winner, guys. Now, we didn't drive like super duper far. It's a decent little drive to get back into town here, and she made it with no problems, and we're gonna celebrate by pulling into the Taco Boy, mainly because my family from Mississippi on my wife's side is here right now picking up food I see. Now, some of y'all tried to call me out last week. I thought you were eating better. Why are you at Taco Boy? Guys, if you're eating it once a week compared to 5 times a week, I promise you, you're doing better. And this stuff ain't even that bad, honestly. They use like good, actual fresh stuff. There ain't no Cisco truck delivering here is what I'm telling you. But don't be calling me out, all right? I done dropped like 20 plus pounds from eating better. Good news is, guys, there ain't no fire. By golly, we did it. All right, let's wrap this video up, and I wanted to wrap it up with letting you know some details of this giveaway. And the only details I know right now is I ain't got no details, guys. This is gonna be a process to figure out. I do know the the giveaway is going to have to be random. It can't be like an application process. I just don't think it's possible to even sort that from the amount of entries we would have. And you know, besides me being undecisive, we did a scholarship for the local high school this year. I wanted to do one promoting trade school. There's a lot for like college, but I wanted one for someone who wants to go learn to work with their hands, just in like a quick trade school program, who just wants to go out there and work and make some money. Anyhow, what I'm getting at here is there wasn't even like 10 applicants. Me and my wife couldn't decide between two of the kids, and we just like doubled down and we gave out 2 scholarships because I couldn't decide. So could you imagine if we had just tons of people applying for this? I'd be like Oprah. I'd be like, you get a truck, you get a truck, you get a truck. And anyhow, it's gonna be a completely random giveaway. Boy, I really went off course there. It'll have to be completely random. But what I wanted to sort and figure out was this thing, I'm gonna take some sponsorships on. Oh, come on, dogs. I'm gonna take some sponsorships on, and not from like the bigger companies. I reached out to people y'all have seen me work with on the channel. D&H Classics, he's decided to sponsor it. Sweet Patina, he's gonna sponsor it. Mortsky Repair, he is gonna sponsor it. Who else do we have hop on? Another great YouTuber, Sleeper Dude, he's gonna sponsor it. And then Bowling Brothers, which they've supplied me my chassis for the Model A, and y'all will see that. But they reached out, or I reached out to them years ago, and they've been a big supporter of me. I've been a big supporter of them, and all 5 of those companies are going to donate $500 a piece. So that gives us $2,500 into fixing this up, which ultimately just is $2,500 to make the truck nicer for one of you guys. So big thank you to them for sponsoring that. I ain't quite worked out all the details of what we're doing on it yet, and that's going to be as we keep digging into it. Number 1 priority over anything is to mechanically get it safe and sound. So of course it drove here, but I still want to go through the brakes. I don't want to send it out with, you know, a caliper possibly leaking a week later, or a rubber hose breaking, or anything dangerous like that. So we got to get through it mechanically. And then I've kind of got a vision for how I'm going to fix it up. And yeah, we'll figure that out more as we go, guys. Right now, all that matters is we've got the truck, we've got it home, and from here we can move forward. Now, as I figure out the details on it, all the information will be in the videos, so please watch the videos for that information. The only reason I'm stressing that was after I put out the video on the second channel, I'd already got like 10 to 20 emails quick just asking for the details of this. And guys, all the details will always be in the videos. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed. I had a good time out there in the salvage yard. We ain't went out and done anything like that in a good minute. I think we found us a good little truck. Hopefully we can figure out a solid way to do this giveaway, and there'll be one lucky viewer who's super happy with a sweet little blue Durango S10 first generation long bed sexy looking truck machine. Yeah, that's how I describe that. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the support. If you want to support me and my family, puttinsfabshop.com. We handle all of our own merchandise, and y'all know that's how we are able to continue to grow, do stuff like the scholarships at the school, do stuff like the giveaways here, and also continue to improve our way of life. So we appreciate all y'all's support, and I'm on the Instagrammer, I'm on the Patreon. I will see you guys next time, and do not forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project.